All right, there we go. I forgot to hit the record button on the Zoom meeting.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, it's a little chilly up there. We are at 73 degrees, 91% humidity. So the fog is lingering. There are some storms, a squall line coming through, but they won't be here long. But it's just a muggy, yucky day. Now, yesterday, we had to turn the heat on the house just to get the house to heat up. Day before that, we had to turn the air conditioner on just to get the air control done. Today, I haven't turned anything on in there, but I've got to figure out what it's going to be like here in a little while just to condition the air that's in the house, if that makes any sense.
I got here late at night, and it was probably about 24, 25 degrees outside.
42?
24.
Oh, I thought you got them backwards.
No.
I don't know those numbers.
No. And we've been just above, 30 most of the week. Today it was 44. And then by Saturday, tomorrow, it's supposed to be, or Sunday, it's supposed to be near 60. And then we're gonna dip again into the 20s and 30s next week.
Wow. Well, I like your fireplace back there. You cooking marshmallows and hot dogs on that thing?
Yeah, that's my pay-per-view fireplace. But I was going to set up in front of the Christmas tree, but Dad's in there watching Fox News, so I just figured I'd just leave him to his devices.
Well, we don't need them in here. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing kicked off. Beach Bums Media is proud to present In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. He's just playing Rob via Zoom from the Stark Naked Truth, and I'm just Ashley.
In the Beer Cave.
I am live in the cave today. So all those of you on the Facebook live feed, again, he's in Fort Wayne on location. You can follow us on Twitter at Bums Media. Our Instagram is Beach Bums Media, or just search for In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley on Facebook. Most major podcast platforms such as Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Stitcher, Google Play, and TuneIn. Or just give us a Google. In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley, and you'll find us.
Give us a Google. Make sure you put Rob and Ashley in there.
That's right. Rob's email is robspcbums, B-U-M-Z, @gmail.com. And you can still email me, beachbumsmedia@gmail.com. Our studio line is 850-588-9275. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For comments, any stories you'd like to share with us, please don't forget to leave us your name, number, so we can call you back. And our bumper music today is provided by bensound.com.
Well,
I have to keep looking right here because I got to see to make sure the red dot's still flashing, so we don't lose our camera feed. So
set up a little mirror so you don't have to keep looking back.
You know what? Everything's already reversed on me. My brain is just fixed to go.
Ashley had to reconfigure everything.
This is. We told y'all last week we got the best high-tech hillbilly on the job.
That's right.
Well, this is the best I could do. So what we're doing is the camera is right here facing at the computer with the Zoom meeting on it, and Rob and I are actually side by side. I'm in the studio, and Rob's in a corner of a bedroom with a TV with a fireplace on it.
Yeah, I'll get better next week. I'll decorate a little bit more for Christmas. maybe see if I can find some road signs and stuff like that. Make it the
okay, yeah, just kind of simulate the cave.
Beer Cave too. Yeah, but
for some reason they put a sign out here in the side yard of the property. It's laying on the ground that says "Road Underwater." Should I be nervous?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a little bit. I've seen that road underwater.
It's bad.
That's nothing you want to mess with. I got my eggnog.
Yep. Oh, you got about that much left here. You should have took it with you.
Well,
because it's going to be there when you get back.
Right. Well, I think I'll probably be.
No, I'll save it for you. No, I don't. Trust me, I don't mind. I'll keep it for you.
Cut it with a knife.
However you want to do it, my friend.
Man, this week, it's every week we say, man, what a strange week, or but an active week. This was an active week. First of all, Roll Tide, Alabama.
Yeah.
They beat Georgia last Saturday. Left the beach on Sunday morning. Later start than I thought I'd
to ask you, crack at dawn what time?
No, actually, that's why I say it was a much later start than I wanted to get, because I'd had that Toys for Tots drive the night before. But so I stopped in Alabama, spent the night with some friends I wanted to see before I took off for a while anyway. And then I left about 7:30 on Monday morning, drove all the way straight up to Fort Wayne, about 16 hours. And, we're on Eastern time. So just when I lost an hour, I gained it back. So now I'm going through jet lag again, but Dad's doing great. Brothers, sisters-in-law, kids are all doing great. And it's cold, but one thing I missed about last year, I spent the whole month of December last year because Molly passed, and there was a lot of family things going on along with Christmas. One thing I missed was sitting and watching Christmas movies with my dad. So he and I've been sitting around watching these cheesy little Christmas movies all week long.
Well, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time. We really not too much going on around here. It's pretty much like same old. So
yeah,
just a lot of different activities starting to get geared up for the silly season.
Yeah. Well, I know you're looking at getting a new toy, so
Yep. We'll talk about that later. So
yeah.
it's a long process, and my hair's starting to thin. So anyway, again, if you're just joining us on our Facebook Live feed, Rob is in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He's via Zoom right now over here, so you'll have to catch both of us tomorrow or late tonight on our YouTube channel, which would be In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley, which would be the full edited version. Now, we'll have to tell everybody right now that the video may be a little grainy because I'm filming a computer screen and I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So
that, and I'm looking at my side, and I have a ring light, but I left it at Ashley's place. But my dad has an identical ring light. So next week I'll hook that up so you can actually see my face and not so much the.
Well, and I didn't set the studio up light today because I didn't want too much glare coming down on me today because I didn't know how it was going to be. So yeah. Maybe next week I'll do that.
Like I said, this is our first time doing this.
Yep.
So it's a little experimental, but as long as it works, as long as you can see us and hear us, we're good.
Yep. And it seems like the audio levels seem to be doing pretty good. So
good.
And I know that on the Facebook Live, they can't hear you. All they can do is hear me. But no comments have popped up yet. So I don't know.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I keep looking to see, and that way I can kind of respond to anything that comes up onto that. Well, let's go ahead and get in. Today is December 10th, I hope. It's Friday. It's National Dewey Decimal System. All right, show of hands. Who knows what that is? Y'all remember going to the library? The little cards?
A card catalog, that whole wall full of little file cabinets.
Yeah. And also, it's Human Rights Day.
Everybody has a right to be human.
That's right. So
a lot of people don't take advantage of that particular right these days.
We should probably promote that a little bit more.
Yes.
Tomorrow, which is going to be the 11th, is going to be National Noodle Ring Day. I don't know what a noodle ring is, but it sounded interesting.
Yeah, I have to look that one up. Noodle ring.
So all you Googlers, Google it and send us a message or something and let us know. Sunday is going to be National Ding-a-Ling Day.
Won't you play with my...
Whoa, okay, Doris Day.
Chuck Berry back in the 1970s.
Well, Doris Day did the best part of it.
Oh, did she?
Huh? Doris Day. She's actually the one that sang it better.
Oh, really?
Don't play with my little.
Doris Day did not my ding-a-ling?
Yeah, she did.
That's funny.
She
Never
did.
knew that. Que
Mon-
sera, sera, play with my
yeah,
ding-a-ling.
Miss Little Susie Homemaker singing a song about my dang-a-ling,
Yeah.
which is a boat that you tow behind a larger boat to get to
Yes.
shore. Just wanted to clarify that, folks.
Yes.
Just want to clarify what a ding-a-ling is, or a dinghy. Monday, it's National Guard's birthday. Happy birthday to the
Happy birthday,
National
National
Guard on
Guard, yeah.
December 13th. And then on Tuesday, it's Monkey Day. And then Wednesday will be Bill of Rights. And then next Thursday is the National Chocolate Covered Anything Day. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm all in.
I can think of very few things that are not better with chocolate covering on them.
Yep. Nothing comes to my mind. I mean, marshmallows, pretzels, carrots, the little carrot things, everything you want to eat. My daughter one time said, "Hey, try this deep fried Snickers bar, like in a deep fryer with the oil, like you did a turkey."
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking at you, crazy. You freeze them. No, you put a stick in them in the whole candy bar. Leave it in the wrapper. Freeze them. Dip them into that oil. Bam. Perfect. Like 1 minute comes out. It's great. I should do that more, but I don't have a deep fryer. My neighbors do, and I should probably just go borrow theirs. Maybe.
There was a place called Whitey's Ice Cream when I was a little kid. Still exists actually in the Quad Cities, Rock Island, Illinois, where I was born, and they would have frozen chocolate dipped bananas.
That's interesting.
That
would probably be good.
Oh man,
that's like a better than what's that? Sundae when you get the two bananas. Like at Dairy Queen, you just go get that big sundae and they split the bananas and put all the stuff down the middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping that our Zoom meeting thing will let us go for the whole intended time so that we can get this going. I think it will. I think Rob figured it out and gave me the tip and I adjusted it. So I hope it all works. And we still have a red dot flashing on the camera, so we're good to go. So let's go ahead and get into the next segment. Let's jump into some of the odd news of the week that you may have missed and you might need to know about it. And now, people, from around the globe, across the nation, from your state and possibly your city, or from right down your street, it's odd news of the week you may have missed and want to know about it. Oh, are you having a little trouble with your drink?
I was trying to give myself an eggnog mustache and it more just dribbled down my face than it did.
You need a hanky?
Yeah.
Shirt tail, dude. Police in Kansas said they spent the entire day last Sunday chasing an escaped camel that tried to cross a golf course, ran down a highway, and visited a few neighborhoods.
Well, Merry Christmas.
They should have called camel toe. Camel towing, excuse me.
Yeah.
Wow.
You waited all week for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And your dad's not working, is he? The Bonner Springs Police Department said officers and animal control personnel responded Sunday when a loose camel was spotted running in the city. This morning, officers took to the golf course in pursuit of the camel on golf carts, the department said in a Facebook post. Later, it took a leisurely jaunt down K7, which is a highway, and in some neighborhoods. Police said they spent the entire day chasing after the camel before it was finally captured with a lasso. The camel was reunited with its owners and it will get back to doing what camels do.
Spit, fart, and
the post.
Yeah. As it so happens, I was listening to a radio show the other day, and they were talking about big ruckus in the United Arab Emirates, because this time of year they have a big festival, and one part of their big festival is a most beautiful camel contest competition. It's like a beauty competition for camels.
They put lipstick on it.
Well, that's I guess they they get them all decorated, but there's a big controversy because there are people who are having their camels giving their camels plastic surgery to enhance their humps.
Are you kidding me?
To enhance their humps, to enhance their
my.
Camel plastic surgery. So now there's a big controversy as to whether a camel should be eligible for the competition if it has been proven that they have been altered physically. So
hump implants.
Yeah, hump implants or blow them up, or
Wow.
I guess if you can augment
Augmentation. Good grief.
augmentation. I mean, hey, that's big business here in the United States.
Get that little, what are they, is it the camel hump? What do they call that? The Brazilian butt lift?
Yeah.
So
I guess
some doctor in Destin's advertising that on the billboard, everybody. It's a Brazilian butt lift for females.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got an Australian butt lift for camels or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah. The UAE butt lift. I thought that was amusing. And then when you brought up the camel story, I'm thinking maybe this camel was looking for some augmentation.
You know what? Could have been on a hunt. Going, what's a camel got to do? Oh, no, wait, I got it. It just came to me. He walked a mile for a camel. Get it?
Wow, that's a long throwback. That's,
Camel Joe.
Yeah, that's a throwback to the way old days.
Well, moving on. Meat eaters worried about climate change can soon put their money where their mouth is by purchasing steaks produced with a reduced carbon footprint. Americans already are willing to pay more for organic food, and grass-fed cattle would likely fork over more money for more sustainable steaks. Reasons, Colin Beal, whose Stillwater, Oklahoma-based company, offers low-carbon beef, certifies cattle produced with 10% lower greenhouse gas emissions than the industry average.
How do you
I don't
do
know.
that? Is there a catalytic converter for cow farts?
I guess. Estimates vary. The United Nations report attributed nearly 15% of global greenhouse gas emissions to raising animals for slaughter, which would make sense. The problem stems in part from issues ranging from fertilizer-intensive farming of grain to feed the animals to the disposal of the manure.
Well, the manure should be used as fertilizer.
It should. When organic food became popular more than a decade ago, it was unclear what the term actually meant. Now the USDA has an entire regulatory program devoted to the horticultural sector. It wouldn't be surprised if over time we see that some type of development happened here. Mr. Beal, who grew up in the cattle raising family and obtained a doctorate in engineering, the appetite for food viewed as healthier for people and the environment is an opportunity for restaurants, retailers, and those raising cattle. We've done some market comparisons. The USDA organic beef can retail for double.
Well, yeah.
Now we can have more cow, less carbon, or it tastes great, less carbon.
More cow, more carbon. I mean, come on, you already hit my pocketbook where it
you're
hurts.
messing with the T-bones there, people.
Yeah, you're messing with my beef, you're messing with my ribeye.
All right. I'm not going to do that story. It's kind of wild. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to keep with this one right here. From September 21 until now, the York Regional Police Department in New York has already encountered 5 cases where suspects use those Apple AirTags to track vehicles. You know what an Apple AirTag is? I looked it up. It's a little tiny disc that you can buy online, and you can attach it to things like your car keys or your kid's teddy bear or something that you don't want to lose track of. And there's an app, and you can, oh, where did I leave my keys? And you can follow it around the house or whatever. Well, thieves are buying them and putting them on cars.
I was going to say, it sounds like a practical thing, but yeah, you can think, you can see where people would go, ha, 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 I know what I can use this for.
Thieves put the trackers on publicly parked cars and situate the device in an out-of-sight place, including trailer hitches, bumpers, and gas caps. Thieves then can track the vehicle until they find it in a suitable location to take your car, aka steal it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be aware of what's going on around you. It's been noted that these are publicly parked cars. It's been noted to park in covered lots with cameras.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing. If I'm now, first of all, the car I'm in, go ahead and tag it.
Nobody wants it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to, they're not even going to tag it because they're going to look at it and go, nah. But I do to this day, because sometimes I'll carry my electronic equipment in the car, computers, microphones.
Right. We all do.
So yeah, I when I'm in public, if I'm at like Pier Park or if I'm, shopping center or something like that, I always try to look at the poles and find someplace where there's a surveillance camera just for that purpose. The car itself, I don't care about.
It's just the contents.
It's the contents.
Yeah.
So
you know what? I would miss my Jeep, but you can have the Jeep, but let me just get the stuff out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And you got a lot of stuff in yours.
Oh yeah.
I think I got a puppy scratching at my door, but she's gonna have to wait.
To prevent AirTag owners from using Apple's tracker to stalk others, the manufacturer has now implemented countermeasures to hinder those who try. If your car has a thief's AirTags hidden somewhere and you have an iPhone, you can detect it in your vicinity. Even if you don't have an iPhone, the tracker will start emitting an alarm sound sometime between 8 and 24 hours after moving from the owner's vicinity. So there is a way to track this stuff, but just beware. The silly season is upon us, and people are just coming up with new ways to take your stuff.
Yep, 'tis the season to do your Christmas shoplifting.
Yep, that's right. A 2005 BMW 5 Series parked in the way of firefighters at a hydrant got its windows smashed out so they could run their giant high-pressure hoses through the cars. People, there's a reason you don't park in a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
There's a fire, you're not going to have your windows. The owner told the New York Post he is stressed, but he did leave his car in front of the hydrant for 4 days.
4 days.
4 days, and it didn't get towed.
I was going to say that's the unusual things that didn't get towed.
Yeah. This is absolutely not the first time firefighters have had to perform this maneuver. It's common enough that it was in the movie Backdraft, which I remember.
I remember that. Yep.
And you can find plenty of other examples online. There seems to be a bit of trend going on with BMW drivers parked in front of hydrants. Draw your own conclusions. We all know the rules. You're not supposed to park in front of a fire hydrant. It's illegal and dangerous, but knowing the rules and following doesn't always go hand in hand. And it seems like BMW drivers have a panache for not following rules. Or maybe they just think BMW really stands for break my windows.
Yeah. Please.
Smash it.
Hang on just a second.
All right. I'm out, everybody.
I'll be right back.
Got a dog at the door.
Yep. Come on in, Lily.
So once again, if you're on the Facebook live feed, Rob is here. He's in the studio via Zoom from Fort Wayne, Indiana. You'll have to catch him and me on the edited version on the YouTube channel in the morning. Well, hello, little puppy dog.
This is Lily.
Hello, Lily. Are you needy like Lucy?
She's kind of like she's not as needy as Lucy, but she's kind of needy. But Mom got this little baby how long ago, Dad? 15 and a half years ago. She had a heart condition. She wasn't expected to live.
Oh, wow.
And they actually did experimental open heart surgery on her. And she was only expected to live about maybe 6-7 years.
Well, look at her.
6-7 months. I'm sorry, 6-7 months. So
she looks good.
Yeah. She's
Well,
a little,
sweetie.
yeah, she's a little, I was going to say long in the tooth, but she got no teeth anymore. But she's a little baby. And so she.
Well, cool. Well, hey, welcome to the show.
So I'm going to put you down now, Lynn. Now you got your Robbie fix. So
yeah.
There you go.
15 seconds of fame.
Yeah. She's actually Pawpaw's little girl, but she likes Uncle Robbie too.
Well, look at Lucy.
Yeah.
When you're not here, it's all me. When you're here in the studio, it's all you.
Yeah. Well, she used to be all about my mom.
Yeah.
You know, basically ignored Dad. The only time she saw Dad was when Mom wasn't home.
Well, that's the way it works around here. Dee's here, and the dogs are all over her. And then when Dee leaves, they're all over me. You know, I'm second fiddle.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to be loved once in a while. So.
I know. Well, all right. Well, moving on. That's kind of all the strange news I have for the week. And now, the stories you're about to hear are true. The names have not been changed, and all persons are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. It's time for idiots
in
jail. A 23-year-old Maryland man has been charged with purchasing and distributing fake coronavirus vaccine cards to enrich himself, according to a criminal complaint. The man, Amar Salim Shabazz, was allegedly not shy about his scheme. I sell proof of vaccination cards, he commented under the Instagram post about bars and restaurants requiring guests to show proof of vaccination cards. In his private messages in the app, prosecutors alleged he told other individuals, "I'm going to be rich." Instead of wealth, Mr. Shabazz is now facing 20 years behind bars on charges of mail fraud, obstruction of justice. Prosecutors accused him of purchasing over 600 fake coronavirus vaccination cards, advertising them on several social media platforms, and distributing them through the U.S. mail.
Oh, man.
The criminal complaint includes examples of what the government says is Shabazz is selling the cards at various price tags anywhere from $60 to $75 a pop.
Wow. How many did he sell before he got popped?
It didn't say, but this is not surprising. Mr. Shabazz was previously convicted on a charge of possession of child porn. He was just released in April from that. As alleged, while Marylanders, people from Maryland, that just didn't sound right, were struggling due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Shabazz took advantage of the crisis and sold fake cards, threatening the health and safety of the communities, said the United States District Attorney for the District of Maryland. There you go. Watch out for your fake vaccine registration cards.
Yeah, somebody comes up to you with a little card, and in crayon it's written, "I've been vaccinated," and they spelled it VASINATED. Don't buy it. It's pretty well plain that it's not real.
If they put like next week's date on it.
Yeah.
Two of America's most beloved brands, Waffle House and Meth, are now at the center of a new criminal prosecution in Tennessee. Investigators allege that Anthony Silcox, a 31-year-old cook at Waffle House, sold meth from the Waffle House in Caryville, a town 30 miles from Knoxville. Cops with a search warrant in hand raided the Waffle House Friday afternoon and arrested Mr. Silcox while he was standing at the grill. So you want your hash browns smothered, covered in meth?
Yeah, so smothered, covered, and high.
The search of Silcox yielded 3.3 grams of a crystal-like substance believed to be meth, as well as a drug paraphernalia. During the police interviews, Silcox reportedly admitted to selling meth from the Waffle House, but says he does not sell meth every day, but has sold meth several times in the past.
Well, as long as you're not doing it every day.
Yeah, every day. Come on.
Yeah.
Every other day. Mr. Silcox stated he was just trying to make a living and was currently residing in his Ford F-150 truck and at random motels, charged with sale and delivery of meth, a felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Mr. Silcox is locked up in the Camel County Jail in advance of a December 9th court hearing.
Well, I mean, with the Waffle House, and it's nothing against Waffle House itself, very reputable, fine company, but there's always tends to be some type of nefarious activity going on, usually in the parking lots or just off property.
Just off the property.
Because they do have the surveillance cameras. You're not expecting your short order cook to be your dealer when you walk in, and
You want meth to go with that?
Yeah. I'd like a Texas bacon patty melt, hold the meth.
Yep. Well, one thing too, he said he was living in his Ford F-150. You don't have to worry about that now. He's got 3 meals in a cot.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, it used to be 3 hots in a cot. Nowadays, it's 3 sandwiches in a cot.
I was going to say, you don't get a hot. You get a hot once in a while.
So, a 63-year-old man was arrested after he fired at 2 teenagers who were throwing water balloons in Kern County on Saturday. The man was asleep in his pickup truck in Ridgecrest when the teens, ages 18 and 17, drove by and threw water balloons at his truck.
Well,
that deserves a shooting.
Yeah.
He pulled out his 12-gauge shotgun from the truck and fired at the driver's door, causing damage to their vehicle and minor injuries to the driver, according to the police. The suspect then fled the scene in his vehicle. Deputies with Kern County Sheriff's Office later found the man in a deserted area and arrested him without incident. Police described the suspect as a convicted felon who is not allowed to possess firearms or ammunition. He could face charges including attempted murder, assault, and being a felon in possession of a firearm.
I just gone down to the Dollar General, got me a bag of balloons, and found the truck and
got me another water cannon.
Get a super soaker.
That's one of the things we got around here. We got those. What's those foam rubber bullet things? You know what?
Yeah.
What are they called?
You just suck out the water and you.
No. This is we have water cannons, but these are those foam rubber bullets that.
Like the Nerf.
Nerf guns. That's it. Nerf guns. Yeah, we got a mountain of those here. So when all the grandkids are here, you got to wear goggles, man. You can put an eye out. It gets pretty intense. We got Rambo going on out here.
It's the way it was when my nephews were younger. Now they're a little bit older, but and they don't get as rambunctious until all of us brothers get together. Older boys, and then no holds barred.
Do the older ones steal the show?
Yep. Well, the younger ones kind of tend to jump into it, but a lot of times they've got their girlfriends around. They don't want to do anything to upset their girlfriends. So they're nice. I mean, they're gentlemanly guys. And then comes Uncle Robbie.
They should be the first ones to go down.
Yeah. Then comes Uncle Robbie, and then it's
game on.
Yep. And then Uncle Kenny joins in, and then Kevin and Randy, and then and then Dad.
Here's one for you from Kirkland, Washington. A man wearing a pink bunny suit was arrested in Kirkland after attempting to steal handbags on Thursday. The man was arrested as he attempted to flee the area. All right, dude, don't wear a pink bunny suit.
Yeah,
you get caught.
Don't play out a Christmas Story. You look like a deranged Easter bunny.
You shoot your eye out of that thing, kid. The Kirkland Police Department, after arresting him, said they have been stepping up efforts to curb retail theft and will have extra officers patrolling retail shops this holiday season for any additional bunny rabbits.
I guess he thought, okay, people are watching everybody else that are dressed normally because of all this smash and grab stuff going on. I'm going to look as inconspicuous as possible by standing out from the crowd. Nobody will suspect a guy dressed up as a pink bunny to
wearing an Alabama football hat.
Yeah. They'll just think I'm crazy. That's all.
No, we're not crazy. We're eccentric.
Yes. Eccentric is a very good word for that.
Well, that's about all I had from my side. I'll tell you, it was kind of a slow news week this week. There has been some stuff that's been taking some of my time, but it's all good. And then we had to work this out to get this all set up. So hopefully this will work. Still got the red dot flashing, so we're good on the camera. I'm used to it being right here, so I can keep an eye on everything.
Like I said, there were a couple of experimental things. We're going to see how this works out and take some notes. And then next week, do it a little bit better.
Yep.
I was just thinking about something, Ashley, and what was it? Goodness gracious, my mind just went to blank. We have Christmas coming up.
Did it have anything to do with pink bunny suits?
No. Well, maybe. Christmas. Do you realize Christmas is 2 weeks from tonight?
Oh, wow.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is 2 weeks from tonight.
Yep. And guess what? These birthdays like in a week.
Yeah. So this is that time of year.
I better get started on that.
A lot of changes, and hopefully 2021 was better than 2020. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But we still have a long way to go until things get to quote unquote normal.
What is the new normal? I don't think we're even ever going to get back to anything that we know normal. We just have to keep rolling with what we got.
Well, I think everybody, my new normal, I've had to have a new normal about every 3 years in my radio career because I'd move from one place to another. I'd have to change radio stations. I'd have to make new friends. I'd have to work with different people, different companies, anywhere from Montana down to Missouri, down to Alabama, Florida, Indiana, Illinois. I'm probably missing a few stops here in between. So my life is, what really upset my apple cart was 2020 when you couldn't go anywhere. We were all under lockdown and quarantine. Couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm more of a social animal. I like to be out and be around people. That really did my mental health nothing good, to be isolated and not have that human interaction. That's better now. Up here in Indiana, last year they still had the mask mandate. You couldn't go into any retail or restaurant or any public place without the mask on. Now they don't have the mask mandate. It's, of course, like Florida, it's highly recommended. You still see quite a few people wearing masks out, but it's not near as what it used to be. I've been watching, keeping track of this, the Omicron variant. It seems to be, yes, a bit more contagious, but as one doctor put it, this could be the end of COVID-19 itself, because if this variant takes over, it could become more of an endemic thing that basically something we deal with on a yearly basis, like the flu or like the common cold, where there's going to be medication, there's going to be a vaccine for it, but you're not going to die from it unless you have, again, those,
underlying,
which happens with the normal flu. So,
yeah.
But again, we're going to find out. That takes time and data but
this thing is so new too that a lot of the professionals and scientists and all that stuff just don't have all their data and research and their thoughts on this yet. So it's still going to take some time.
And look what we've learned over the last year and a half. When COVID-19 first hit, we didn't know a thing about it.
Yeah.
And and even medical experts are saying a lot of the deaths that they believe that happened occurred because we just didn't know what we were dealing with. And so they were trying everything, throwing everything at the wall. We didn't need the ventilators that they were ordering and putting people on. We didn't need a lot of this stuff. But I'm optimistic about 2022. 2021 was better, but it was still a difficult year in several ways for a lot of people. But at least we're still here.
Yep.
And I'm optimistic, and I'm, I got family around me right now. I love my Bay County family, but I need to get around my immediate family for a bit and enjoy the holidays, enjoy Christmas, and so far so good.
Well, I'm sure that does your dad have a snow shovel so you shovel the driveway and the sidewalk?
He does.
Okay. You're such a
and
good son.
I don't have to worry about that for a while. Like I said, we're going to be back in the high 50s this weekend. But I tell you, this weather is playing. You're talking about the humidity down there. Up here, I got dry air.
I know.
So my skin's itchy and dry, and my scalp.
I wish we could make our mind up. What long sleeves this day, short sleeves this day, air conditioning this day, heat this day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's amazing. But yeah, we're going to try this and see what happens, and we'll get a little bit better. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully it all works out.
Hopefully the news will pick up a little bit. So anyway, tips are appreciated. You can Venmo us at Beach Bums Media, or the Cash App, which is $ at Beach Bums Media. Be sure to give us a Google, Beach Bums Media, or In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. If you like us, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that ever important subscribe button. And don't be afraid to share the YouTube link or the Facebook page with friends, families, and or strangers you meet on the street. We do have some sponsorship opening up. If you would like to be a part of that, give us a call, 850-588-9275, or send an email to beachbumsmedia@gmail.com. We would love to have the chance to talk to you about starting a partnership with you on our show.
As always, thank you for letting us be us, and be safe out there. I have been told since I've been up here, because I went to Kroger, and I was going to get cash back from the groceries I bought, a few groceries I bought, and wouldn't give me cash back. I had to go up to the cashier, and I said, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm used to Winn-Dixie. And she went, oh, I haven't been to Winn-Dixie for years and years. And I said, well, I just got up here from Panama City Beach, Florida, And she went, I can tell. I said, how can you tell? She goes, you're still tan and you got a Southern accent. And I went, I do not have a Southern accent.
You're not the whitest guy in the state.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
so
hey,
at least I got that going.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and shut the live feed off. Y'all, thanks for joining us. Again, catch us on the YouTube channel, In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley here in a little while. Rob will be on it. And that way y'all can enjoy that. So thanks for stopping by. I'm going to it just started to buffer.
All right. Well, there you go.
And then, but no, we definitely want to thank everybody for taking a minute to stop by, take a moment out of your day, let us spend some time together.
And as we progress on this, and if the technology progresses or if I progress to the technology, we may be able to, aside from the phone call, we may be able to Zoom you in on a show.
We can probably do that. All I got to do is just have an email address. I send an invite.
Yep.
Well, all righty. Well, let's just wrap this thing up, and we'll have Ben Sound take us on out. Rob, you be safe, be warm up there in Fort Wayne.
Well, I'll be warm for the next couple of days, but I will definitely be safe.
Your fire needs to be stoked.
Yeah. I need to get my little poker out.
Yeah. Hey, tell your dad I said hi.
I will.
All right.
We'll have him on sometime soon.
All right. Take care now.
All right. Bye.